All right, guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's something I don't usually do, namely in Legends. I've never done this before, but I kind of felt like I wanted to do a video like this. So for today's video, we're going to be asking the question, should you summon? We're going to be asking the question of, should you summon on Super Saiyan God Goku or Ultimate Gohan, or summon on both of the Part 1 fusions that are still up to this day. So, like I said, this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a communicative video. This is mostly going to be a talking video. So, grab your snacks, sit down, let's talk, let's analyze what the right choice for this will be. So I'm recording this video right after having finished my Beerus, or not my Beerus, my Majin Buu showcase. So as of this moment, as of the moment of this video's recording, I have showcased and I have used every single anniversary unit at least once. And I've got my opinions, right? I definitely have my opinions and thoughts on what unit is good, what unit is bad, what unit is meh, what unit is just all right. So we're going to be talking mainly our first point of contention, these two units right here, fusing Gogeta Blue and fusing Super Vegito. Now, why am I bringing up Part 1 units in a Part 2 video? Well, the answer is very simple. This unit and this unit, to me, are undisputed some of the best units in the game. These are, at the very least, top 5. Give me a second. I'm grabbing my bottle of water. I'm thirsty. It's been a bit of recording. But, in my opinion, if you're going to have stones, or if you're going to have crystals, and you don't have these units yet, these quintessential, moment-making, meta-defining units, such as Gogeta and Vegito, you should definitely summon on them. Unless Gohan's your favorite, or Goku's your favorite. And the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, your stones are yours to use. Your chrono crystals have been grinded or bought for your use, how you choose to use them. You can summon on whatever unit you want, even if they are the most trash unit in the game, because if they're your favorite, there is no wrong choice. But with that said, let's take an objective look at the meta. The meta is very telling as to what units are good now. Two things define how good a unit is for today's meta, in my opinion, right? Number one, that pesky green card. That pesky AoE green card that units like Goku have, that units like Ultra Gohan have. That card easily, at times, could be a definer for your match. That's number one. Number two, I'm just going to put it out there right now. If your name isn't Gohan, the meta is not yours. The meta is heavily revolving around Hybrid Saiyans, and that's a shame because obviously a lot of us Dragon Ball Legends players would want a little more variety in a game like this. But sometimes in cases like these... Oh, my phone died. My bad. Here we go. Sometimes in cases like these, the hybrids are the best units in the game. They are horribly broken. They have the best equipments in the game. Their team has so much synergy that honestly, it would not surprise me if you guys decided to summon an Ultra Gohan. He is a very good unit. This is the first time he's back. It would not surprise me if people were going to be like, yep, that's him. That's the one I want. But that's not what we're talking about today. So, of the two new units that are here, we have an LF with an AoE green card and an LF that's named Gohan. So let's break it down. So first thing to note is that these banners leave August 6th, 2024, as you guys can see right here, meaning you have a lot of time from now, from the release of the Part 3 Ultra, all the way to past the end of the 6th anniversary to make your choice on whether to summon on Goku or Gohan. as opposed to the Gogeta and Vegito that leave mid-July. So, with that said, the first banner we're going to take a look at is the Gohan banner. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rates here. LF rates are something that will never change at this point. It's a 0.5%. I don't think that'll ever change. But here's the first thing for the Ultimate Gohan banner. There are a lot, and I mean a lot of useful units on this banner as opposed to the Goku banner, in my opinion. We've got a defensive powerhouse in GT Goku. We've got an offensive powerhouse in Ultimate Gohan. We've got a really good Final Strike regen unit in Perfect Cell. We've got a solid blue hybrid choice. He's not very good anymore, or at least he's not as good as he used to be on release in Ultimate Gohan and LF Sword of Hope Trunks. We've got a solid green unit. He's not great by any means, but he's alright. He's okay. In Super Saiyan Trunks, we've got this unit right here, this Boo unit, who's getting a Zenkai pretty soon. He sucks. I'm not even going to lie to you. He sucks. He's just good for one reason and one reason only, and that's to Zenkai buff Ultimate Gohan. But we've also got a really solid regen unit, a new regen unit in Evil Boo. These are really good choices to make, and a really beginner-friendly banner. Lots of really powerful units to begin with for people who haven't had a start yet. And the other thing to note is that besides hybrids, you've also got Sun Family to play with here. We've got 3 units that can be used as the core for a Sun Family team in LF Gohan, and LF Goku. We've also got a pretty solid hybrids core with Zenkai Kid Boo, the Evil Boo, and then LF Cell. Very solid choices as far as team composition goes in here. Obviously, LF banners have some of the best value in their step-ups. Obviously, here we can take a look at the step-ups here. This will be the same sort of argument that I can do for God Goku. Obviously, 300, 500, 700, 1,000, 1,000, about 3,200 Chrono Crystals per rotation for a rotation on an LF banner, over 3,000 crystals on a horribly rated or horribly balanced banner in Ultras. This is not a bad choice by any means, especially if you're starting out. Like I said, one of the most dominant metas in the entire game is that of hybrids. So this is a very, very, very good choice. Not to mention how crazy busted this Gohan is. The Gohan unit is one of the most busted units in the game. Look at those stats. At 14 stars, right? And I'm not saying that everyone's going to have this unit at 14 stars, right? But at 14 stars, 2.5 million health, 262,000 on strike, 275 on blast. Strike defense is at 191 and blast is at 190 with a critical of almost 5,000. Not to mention all the other additive defensive and offensive boosts that this Gohan has with his swapping of his unique gauge. He swaps his time gauge for an attack gauge once his time gauge is full. That is one of the craziest abilities that a unit could have. Of course, he's a hybrids unit. Like I said, hybrids is one of the most dominant characteristics and dominant tags in the entire game. I'm going to go ahead and filter by Sparking and Ultra just to give you guys an idea of how crazy. Look at this. Just in the last year, 2 years, we have a solid lineup here. Obviously, LF Ultimate Gohan, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This green Gohan's not very good, but he's alright. LF Beast, Fat Tanks. Obviously, and we also have good free-to-play choices like the blue Gohan and the yellow Gohan. Not bad choices at all for a hybrid startup as anything goes. That is my argument for the Ultimate Gohan banner. The Ultimate Gohan banner has quality units with a lot of quality characters. That is my argument for the Gohan. My argument for the Goku is that he has one of the most continuously buffed teams in Sun Family. Not just Godki, not just Sun Family, nor not just Godki, not just Saiyans, Sun Family, which coincidentally is also where the Gohan falls in. So with that said, let's take a look at the Z power list for the God Goku banner. We've obviously got God Goku, who's really good in my opinion. This isn't just me talking out of favoritism. I do think the God Goku's a really solid unit. The Evo Ken is hit or miss depending on the match. He's fine overall, but he's not a very good unit compared to a lot of the other units in the Gohan banner. Revival Pikkon is getting a lot of traction recently, specifically because of the fusing Super Gogeta, or the fusing Gogeta Blue, and the fusing Super Vegito that came out for part 1. He's a really, really solid bench, or not bench, he's a really, really solid third option in your core for a Fusion Warrior team. He's really solid, he's really good. Revival Goku has his uses, but he's not as good as he used to be. Cooler, straight up unusable at this point. Dragon Fist Goku is just fine with his unique. He sucks. I think the Vegito Blue is really solid with his unique, his new unique equipment. He's really solid in that. Again, another Zenkai buffer in the in Zenkai Beerus, but he sucks. He is a 6-year-old unit essentially, and he does not work for shit. And obviously we have the new Beerus, who I don't think is the craziest thing. So again, a lot more negatives when summoning for the Goku over the Gohan, and that's the nature of the beast when it comes to a God Key unit versus a Hybrids unit. But when we're talking simply Sun Family, Saiyans, both of these units are very, very solid choices, especially alongside something like a fusing Gogeta Blue, which is the other thing I wanted to talk about. This Goku is on a lot of teams. He's on Saiyan, he's on Sun Family, he's on God Key, he's on Super Saiyan God, even though that's not a team we really talk about. But simply put, God Key is one of the most continuously buffed teams in the game alongside Hybrids, obviously. They also have a lot of good Zenkai benches. Here are all these Zenkai units that I have here. They're mostly really, really solid as Zenkai benches. So they're really solid choices here. Obviously, we have a lot of crit buffers, a lot of health buffers here. A lot of variety as well in gameplay styles. Obviously, we have Ultra UI Son Goku, who's a defensive dodger. We have LF Gogeta Blue, the fusing Gogeta Blue, who is offensively, in my opinion, the best unit in the game. We've also got Evo Ken, who, like I said, he's fine. He's not great. We have Ultra Vegito Blue, who is still, in my opinion, holds up as the best red fusing warrior. In my opinion, he is so solid. He cannot be replaced in Fusion. In God Key, his place can be swapped out with that of Shin Kai, who is also a very solid red God Key unit. So very good arguments for both. As far as his maxed stat goes, his health is at 2.46, almost 2.5. Strike attack is at 270. Blast is at 268. Strike defense is at 188. And blast is at 183 with a critical of almost 5k. This unit is geared more towards offensive battling as opposed to defensive or long range battling. He's also on one of the most buffed teams in the game, that being Sagas from the movies as well. But if I had to sell a brand new Legends player who asked me, hey, who should I summon on for part 2? And I'm specifying part 2 because if he was just to ask me who should I summon on, I would tell him Gogeta and Vegito. But if he specifically held a gun to my head and said, part 2 units, go. As much as I love God Goku, it has to be Gohan. Gohan has so much utility. Gohan has so many teams. Gohan has so much that he does that makes him such a crazy unit that the answer is really clear. If I said that Gogeta and Vegito were in the top 3, Gohan's number 1 in that top 3. And that comes to me with no doubt in my mind. To me, the best units in the game are Ultimate Gohan, Fusing Gogeta, Fusing Vegito, Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Ultra UI Son Goku. Those, to me, are the top 5 units in the game. Both with design, both with how powerful they are, how broken some of them are. that, in my opinion, that is the best unit and the best bang for your buck that you're going to get in part 2 for the Dragon Ball Legends 6th anniversary. I recommend you summon for Ultimate Gohan. So, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider pressing that like button, subscribing, and clicking that notification bell to be notified anytime that I upload. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about my assessment as far as the banners go and who you should summon for. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it is your choice. If you want to summon for Goku because he's your favorite unit, that's what I did basically, go for it. If you want to summon for Gohan because he's your favorite unit, go for it. If you want to summon for Janemba, who I'm pretty sure is coming back soon, summon for him. It's your choice. At the end of the day, you can never be wrong if it's the choice you want to make. So, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider pressing that like button, subscribing, and clicking that notification bell. Whoop, my phone died again. And clicking that notification bell to be notified anytime that I upload. Having said that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!